Ever since I've been riding mountain biking, I've always heard of this terrifying climb in the Peak District known as Jacob's Ladder. Well, today Hans Rey is in town and has properly thrown down the gauntlet and has tasked us with trying to clean it in one go. Of course, we're on e-mountain bikes, so we've never had a greater chance than today. But many thousands have tried this climb and many have failed. But knowing Hans Rey, he's certainly a man of ludicrous trial skills and of course is always up for an adventure. But the question is, can we actually clean it in one go? And here is the man himself, one of the icons of mountain biking, a former world trials champion, a film star, and someone who likes to explore the world on a mountain bike. Hans, great to see you. Flown in from California to sample one of the UK's A-list natural climbs, right?
Yeah, Steve, good to be in the Peak District. Jacob's Ladder right here. I've heard so much about this trail. It's been on my bucket list for probably 20 years. I used to hear stories of all the old schoolers like Tim Gould and Steve Pete and stuff climbing it on their regular bikes, and I figured, as from what I've seen in the pictures, it's quite technical. It could be a really fun climb on an e-bike.
It is. I mean, it is known as one of the UK's hardest climbs. I've never been here either. And you talk about Tim Gould and Steve Pete. I mean, they were riding rigid steel mountain bikes back in the day with tyres that weren't so good, maybe with more gears than we've got now. But yeah, from what I hear, it is a seriously technical challenge. But with e-bikes, we've certainly got a chance, haven't we? A small chance to get up there.
Yeah, I think some people must have cleaned it before in the past. I don't know exactly the numbers, but it's been one of those things where there's not that many people who can claim that, so.
Well, Hans, let's try and claim to be one of those people, shall we?
Let's do it.
Well, here it begins, Hans. This is the start of it. Do you know what's interesting? Like hills like this, historically, you probably wouldn't have done in one go on a mountain bike, would you?
Well,
You'd have done it in like sections.
Well, yeah, definitely most people wouldn't have had the strength or the skills, but I think some of the guys tried to do it, and I remember people would count their dabs, how many dabs it would take to make it to the top. So I think we have an advantage with the e-bike on that front, but let's see.
The thing is, Hans, the people who you mentioned earlier were like Olympic medalists trying to get up this hill in one go, right?
Oh yeah, there wouldn't have been many people who could even try that because it's quite long and strenuous and you need the technical skills. So I don't know if anybody ever cleaned it.
Yeah. So folks, what we're going to attempt here is to clean Jacob's Ladder unseen, right? That's the deal?
Yeah, unseen.
Yeah, and I think Laguna must have prepared you well for this, I don't know what it is, it's a bit of sandstone, I think, Hans.
I don't know, it's a bit slippery and wet today, we'll see, but we just have to power up there and...
It's a bit different to California, right?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
I will always feel something.
So Hans, do you think we should try it in full power mode first?
I think I'm gonna go boost on this just because I think it's quite long and I'm gonna get out of breath and I wanna conserve, so I'm gonna go also as slow as possible. When there's a flat spot, I'm gonna try to catch my breath again and recover before I attack the next section.
So the man's already working out a strategy, but you're right, I think it's gonna get fully anaerobic at the top of this hill, right?
I think it will be, even the e-bike, even in boost, I think we're gonna be out of breath.
Okay folks, here we go. Oh, you've got a bell. Right, after you Hans, after you.
Keep your momentum, loose rocks. Oh my God, look at this.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, properly, this is, oh shit. I didn't actually quite expect this. This is full on, immediately. Bloody hell, Hans, didn't expect it to be like this. But I'm now following a world trials champion up a riverbed. I'll tell you what, I'm already out of breath. Hans, how are you feeling?
I feel it already. I wonder how much. Oh, and I better start concentrating.
Looks like Hans has got minimal tire pressure in his...
And now we got sheep traffic. They're
sheep
blocking
traffic.
the road.
So you might have to hang back. Oh,
Whoa, this is really tricky, Steve.
do you know what? I think, like you mentioned, we might be doing track stands to just get our breath back, right?
Well, if we want to go in one go, because this is going to be taking its toll on us soon.
It's taking its toll on me already. Oh, crikey. I'm lagging behind already.
Oh, stay inside.
Oh, crikey. Look at the state on it. So we're now coming into quite steppy ground. Choice of lines, you've got to think on your feet all the way up. Whoa. So we've done one turn,
Have we?
another 3 turns to go.
I have no idea how long this is. I didn't do much research, to be honest.
Hans, you need to back off a minute. I'm really getting pretty fatigued already.
Yeah, let's slow down and catch our breath. This is the easiest section so far. Catch your breath, Steve. This is your last chance to relax.
Relax. Oh my God. Every line.
Oh my God. Who says e-bikes aren't hard?
Whose idea is this? Bit of a breather. Oh my God, there it goes again. Just changing gear. The ground's quite solid here, but I can see ahead of us is an almighty break of slope. Real big step. All I can see is Hans' low pressure tyre. I just know he's going to be digging in. Oh shit. Okay, we got this. We got this, Hans. Oh, he's straight lining it. He's actually straight line. Oh, that's horrendous pressure to be under. Oh, it's horrendous. Oh my God. Are you serious? Oh, it's like, oh shit. Oh, it's like, oh man. Yes. Oh man. Yes. Oh, Hans, can we balance here a second? Oh, I need to take a breather. Oh, that was hard, wasn't it?
Oh my God.
This has got to be the strategy for, let's go on a bit.
Let's ride slowly.
This has got to be the strategy for cleaning Jacob's ladder, isn't it? Having little breaks. That was hard, that, Hans. Steep. Cool, though. So the top part of Jacob's ladder is pretty mellow. I think. Is that the top, Hans? That's going to be the top, right?
Oh, yeah, that was one of the hardest things I've done in a while.
So we've managed to get our breaths. Hans, that was grueling.
That was tough. It was 10 minutes ago and I'm still like catching my breath.
But there's so, I mean, it was just about doable, wasn't it? But there's so many variables in the whole climbing process. There was, obviously we're in the maximum mode. There's the line choice, managing your heart rate.
That's the hardest to do the whole thing in one go.
Yeah.
I mean, I was so like, I thought I collapsed. I really had to pace myself on the slow bits.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you can't. I mean, you could have gone for like the fastest time, but I just don't think we'd have cleaned those sections if we'd have just, you know, gone flat out on the flat bits as well.
That's always the most important for me, to clean a trail.
Yeah.
And if you do it first try blind, that's kind of a bonus thing, I think, because it does make it harder.
Yeah.
And I think you had a little bit harder because you had to follow me, which, yes, if I picked the right lines, it was maybe easier, but if I didn't, or if you oversaw a rock, and there were so many loose rocks everywhere. And
I think you'll find that anybody will find it hard following a legend of mountain biking and trials, especially, Hans. But I was stressing about, because you're not got much air in the back tyre, have you?
I don't know. I always run them low.
Like, you must have like 15 psi in there.
It is a bit low, huh?
But I was thinking you're always at an advantage, but that's another variable, isn't it, in the climbing process?
Yeah, it is, and I have an insert in my tire so that I can run them lower, and lower air pressure really helps, especially when you have these slippery rocks in between, you know?
Yeah. I thought the rocks were quite good. I thought it was good grip on them, wasn't it?
No, it was better than I thought too.
Yeah. But it's the loose rocks that you'd be careful of. So folks, let us know if you've done Jacob's Ladder. In fact, let us know any technical climbs that you've done in any part of the world. I think it really is the heart of e-mountain biking, isn't it? Doing those technical climbs.
I believe so. That's where they make sense, when you have stuff that on a regular bike is impossible or nearly impossible, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, this would be a hard climb for Nino Schurter and some of the best
sure.
country racers in the world, you know? If they
sure.
could even do it, they probably could, but that would be really hard for them. And even on the e-bike, I tell you that there's not many people who can do it in one go.
I don't think so. I don't think so. So thanks so much, Hans, for inviting us up to the Peak District. I think we're now overlooking Manchester. So this is probably this parallels here between Laguna Beach overlooking Los Angeles, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about that distance. I mean, LA is about 50 miles. This is probably a little bit closer than 50 miles, but it's like, it's cool. It's cool. The sun's finally out, and I think we should go and find some more shenanigans.
Well, the shenanigans now is actually descending Jacob's Ladder, which in itself could be equally as challenging.
Let's do it.